Go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Muncie, are we supposed to see it on that thing or the screen behind you?
No.
No. Okay. Hi, everybody. Happy
Hi.
Halloween.
Hello.
Sorry we're a little bit late because we were dealing with the chaos. I can't even see us on the screen, so I don't know what they can see. Can they see all the chaos?
Yes.
Betsy? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hello and welcome to our live holiday extravaganza, our Halloween party. I'm coming to you. I believe I'm an immortal, although I'm not totally familiar with what that is. Tereska, Heather's partner at Core Fabrics. Turns out she's a little bit of a Halloween freak.
She's got 3 kids.
She got 3 kids. I suspect this might have started before the kids, though.
We were always really into Halloween because she was a costume designer for years, so I think it's like.
And she brought in some of her bounty of costumes. She said to me that there was a tickle trunk, and it turns out there are at least 4 from what I can see. And some of these costumes, she worked on a few major movies, one of them being the movie 300. And
I remember that. I remember those days. She'd park because we lived together. We had a house together, and she would park this huge cube van outside of her apartment and would work these like 18-hour days.
Oh, I can imagine. And she said she was supposed to throw all this stuff in the garbage, but she couldn't deal with it, so she brought it, like all these amazing things that they had modeled, like these like leg things and whatever. So she has kind of an unbelievable stash. So we thought it'd be really fun to just like kind of talk to you a little bit about our philosophy of Halloween and vicariously Tereska's philosophy of Halloween, which is really obviously a DIY approach. Shock and awe, we make our own clothes. Turns out we like making our own costumes too, not surprising. And it's kind of like this idea that, you know, you take a wig, you take a piece of fabric, you throw a little makeup on, and you head out the door with confidence. And nothing goes in a landfill, you know, you're not buying anything special. And so we thought it'd be a fun challenge for each of us to try and cobble together something kooky for you. And so we're going to do a 5-minute costume challenge. And so I think Heather's going to start. She has 5 minutes to pull something together.
It's going to be okay, well, it could be faster than 5 minutes, but
all right.
Okay.
I mean, upwards of. And you're going to throw it on, and then you're gonna come back and regale us with your choices. So you have a few minutes to pull through the bins. There's some
there is some stuff in here. Like Trust and I lived together for 6 years, so a lot of this is not
new to you.
New to me. I'm like, I don't.
Some of these pieces
are like.
Apparently, she made this in fashion school, and it was a Poison Ivy costume. I thought it was really giving Project Runway.
I don't remember that.
She made a model wear it.
Oh, I was gonna say
I don't think she wore it herself. She might have made a model wear.
Oh, this mask smells terrible.
It's a prevailing smell of basement, really sure, up in here.
Listen, this is what we do for you. But her thing is with her kids, like it's kind of just like they take Halloween super seriously and they always look amazing. But it's just like the kids are like, go downstairs, pick something out, and her thing is like, you put an item on, you kind of like wrap yourself in some fabric, and then you just keep adding things, and then you do the makeup is really important, I think.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk a little bit about makeup. And then, like, that's it. And it doesn't. And I would say I took Halloween so serious. Like, Halloween was my 4th of July.
Well,
Halloween
was sewing yet, so it was probably your like.
Well, then once I started sewing, Halloween, there was a few years where it got like problematically insane. Like how much time I spent sewing my Halloween costumes. But Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I've always taken it super seriously. And then I would say the last couple of years, I'm like getting older, and I'm not going out and like binge drinking until 4 a.m. So it's like less. But there's been a couple of Halloweens, like you and I had one, and we'll show you some photos. And then my friend Izzy and I had one where I was just like, what do I do? And it was the same thing. You just like go into your closet, you find something, you put some makeup on. My favorite thing is I love going in drag.
Yeah,
I do a lot of. I would say the majority of my Halloween is drag based, where it's like iconic.
I went as Wayne Campbell.
That's
one year.
I think I remember that. Okay. So I'm gonna pick some things. There's like, this is a little bit overwhelming.
There's a lot.
Naughty Angel.
Nico Tereska's daughter made these.
I would really.
And I was like, how? And then I saw the glue gun.
I was like, Nico, and Nico's just like a little monkey. Like she's just
Isn't that
little
beautiful?
That's
She's
very
gonna wear
cute.
those this year, so be careful.
Okay. Oh, I won't screw them up. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling like.
Oh, this is good.
I'm kind of feeling. Ooh.
It's like genuinely pretty. There's some real good stuff. in
Okay,
here.
hold on.
Apparently, Sean.
Do I need to go off camera to do this?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
okay,
you
okay,
go get it on. So
Okay,
while
okay,
Heather goes and cobbles something together, there's makeup in the styling closet too.
Oh, I'm not gonna do makeup. Sorry, guys. I need to go somewhere. So we're not gonna.
Yeah, Cassie was like, I need to go on the metro. Would this fit you? There are some kid costumes up in the metro.
That's the one I was wearing.
Oh, that.
Your right leg.
Wait, are you pulling that skirt for you? Because I feel like that would go well with.
No,
my-
no, everything's free dibs, free dibs. And while Heather puts her costume together, I'm still wearing a top hat. Is this giving like ringmaster? While Heather goes and puts on her costume, I want to show you some. Muncie, come here. I want to show. Oh, she's gonna sit here. Here, come through. Muncie. Hello. So you were telling me it's not, obviously Halloween is not as big a deal in Mexico.
No,
and
no.
you grew up celebrating Dios de los Muertos in a much different, it's a much more meaningful holiday.
Yeah.
Here we just get dressed up and eat candy.
Yeah.
But since coming to Canada, you have embraced the spirit of Halloween with your daughter.
Since having kids.
Yeah. And so you guys still do Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah,
as
but
a
that's not
separate-
in the same day as Halloween.
No.
Dia de los Muertos is November 2nd.
Yeah.
And it didn't used to be like a dress up thing in Mexico until very recently. I moved here 15 years ago, so probably like in the last 5 years people have started to make a carnival and dressing up like, but with the theme of Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
And so they go in a big carnival and go in a parade in the streets.
I guess that movie Coco too probably
Yeah,
did
yeah,
a lot to
yeah.
like get people
Yeah.
excited about
Yeah,
that.
they make giant papier-mâché sculptures and puppets that they bring around.
Cool.
It's amazing.
So with your kids, how did you guys get into face paint? What
Yeah.
was it them?
Emilia
just being
is just like
I mean, little girls. Are
like she dresses up 10 times in a day and she wants to wear all the kinds of makeup, and I'm like, okay, I guess I will learn makeup. So we started doing little makeup, and then we started getting
So
like
let's
more and more.
We put together a little Muncie very generously.
Emmy.
Oh, Emmy, those faces.
So she wanted to sometimes be Simba, sometimes Azu, sometimes
Who's the
bird in the Lion
Oh
King.
yeah, like the
Yeah,
toucan.
that's
That
that's the
makeup.
middle one.
That is so impressive,
Yeah.
man. Like that's really good.
Yeah.
And
The more I practiced, the better I got.
it's like painting.
Yeah.
And the Simba is so cute. It's really like the 3D-ness of it is really good. Okay, let's look at the next one. There's another one.
And then for Dia de los Muertos, we started
gosh.
getting into face paint for Dia de los Muertos. So like,
But that little tiger or lion
oh
picture
yeah,
in the middle, I was looking at that eyebrow. It's like a very drag eyebrow, like divine. I was like, oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
And so, was that the one you did on yourself? Was
Yeah.
that your first time doing that?
On myself, yes. This was like the first time we did the Dia de los Muertos makeup.
It's so
And-
good.
Yeah.
I love how the ombre on the eyeshadow.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's is that Emmy on the right there?
Yeah.
That expression with that makeup is so beautiful. That's a beautiful photo.
Yeah. There's a lot of videos to learn how to do makeup. So
Yeah,
like
me
you
too.
kind of like, as you practice little by little, then you start to get into your own ideas and your favorite pencil or way to get into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, there's no limit to the amount you can
You do
spend on
makeup with your
theatrical.
kids?
Because I was the dancer, and so I did like stage makeup growing up. So I had a lot of like, I was very into stage makeup at one point. This is terrifying. Here comes horror. Wow. It's scary.
It smells so bad.
Yeah. It's
I'm
motivating.
really like, into this though. Like I like layered.
Mexican. It's like the white woman.
Okay, but
it's
let's
like
don't
a
get me
whole-
into trouble.
No, I mean like what's that? What's the? I don't watch horror movies, but there's like a scary. No, I don't like it. Like WWF wig too.
Oh, I feel like it was like David Bowie and Labyrinth.
It's a scary.
Oh
mullet.
yeah,
But it's
that
actually,
hair
you
is
know
David
what?
Bowie
I'm
Labyrinth.
actually into this. I would wash it and get the basement smell up. But like,
Mm.
as a like strategy of just like these are just some vintage
It's really good.
things that I layered, and then it's just
Yeah.
like the theme is white and red.
It's very
The
spooky.
theme is menstrual. Like, remember the read that? Do you remember the book The Red Tent?
Yes.
This is very like
Yes.
Ghost of the Red Tent.
Yes. It's midsummer. I don't know. It's
It is a bit.
freaky.
It's a bit midsummer.
It's very freaky.
Okay, so-
okay. Well done. Man.
Bravo!
Jeez, it scared the pants off me. Okay, so Heather, are you gonna get changed back into clothes? Okay, so I guess it's my turn. Hold on.
Wait a
okay.
second. But we have to talk about Halloween first. Hold on.
No, I'm gonna do my costume and then you're gonna talk
Oh,
about your Halloween past. I already know. So,
where am I? Glasses?
I mean, I'm sure she's not against tooting her own horn, but there was a while in Montreal where the party to go to for if you were young and cool was at Casa del Popolo. And there was an annual Halloween costume contest, and I believe Heather won it twice in a row. You did win it a couple years. That was in her peak, taking
Yeah.
it very serious.
Okay, so
Okay, I'm gonna
they
get
still have it.
you can
I
start
don't know
talking.
if they still have it, but I'm not going because I'm in.
Mark's not doing it.
I'm
anymore.
not. I'm like, yeah. My friend who used to DJ has like a 6-year-old. Like, we're just all, Halloween's. It's really fun. Like it, but I think most people who are older go out with their kids. I just don't know. how
Yeah,
many
we're
people-
all in this other phase right now. I don't know where the young people go. and
Yeah,
do-
like I think this Halloween I'm gonna probably be at the cottage, like watching a horror movie, maybe with Chris. I don't think we're gonna be. I don't think we're gonna be. I don't know if I'm.
No.
Okay, but let's go to the first slide because I will take you. This is
Yeah.
like these are all over the place, so this is not chronological, but I just gives you a good thing. Okay, so this is one of my earliest costumes in Montreal. I was a tornado.
Wait, I'm gonna
So this is a classic example
Yeah.
of
swaddling yourself in
swaddling.
fabric.
So I didn't know how to sew, and I took all this gray tulle, and I like wrapped it around myself, and then I like put little like planes and like farm animals and stuff, and I don't even remember. I must have glued them to the tulle, and then I had a hat. I had a house hat.
Oh, so.
So I made a little
Oh,
house,
like it was a house in the tornado.
like kind of like Dorothy. Yeah, that there was a little house.
That's a really good idea.
And then I did my hair really, really big, and then that was it. I was a tornado. So that was like pretty. I feel like you
Mom,
could
I'm a
pull off like
tornado.
a tornado like pretty last minute if you needed to. If you just had some like something to like wrap around yourself. Okay. Okay. Favorite. There's a theme here, and the theme is last minute disco Halloween. So on the left, I went to a Halloween party, and what I really wanted to do was just make that jumpsuit out of the gold lame.
Yeah.
It's a vintage pattern.
Oh yeah, the one on the left. Yeah.
And I actually really love that pattern or like and that look. I would love to wear that again. And so I just told everybody that I was Maggie Trudeau, who, if you're not Canadian, is like not a reference that would make sense. But Maggie Trudeau was
Disco
Pierre
queen.
Trudeau's was our like sexy 70s prime minister, and Maggie Trudeau was his like hot disco wife, who was like very controversial because she like hung out with Mick Jagger and she was like going to Studio 54. So I just told everybody I was Maggie Trudeau.
Some swinging.
Just so I could wear that gold jumpsuit. And then I went to the hairdresser and I had them give me like the full like disco, super like curls big, but I don't think you can fully see it. And then on the
That was a good one.
right, again, disco. That orange dress was the first thing I ever made sewing.
It's so cute.
And I was with my boyfriend at the time, and I just covered my face in flour. I can't even remember what it was. So, and then I just said I was like a disco diva. Like I was like, I'm not. It was the joke, you know what the joke was that I was. It's Halloween. So that is like the disco. There's like a disco theme there. Okay, what's next? Okay, so the one on the right again. It's not as effective. I couldn't find the photo. This is one of my early drag costumes. I'm supposed to be John Waters. Okay. I don't think John Waters would ever be caught dead wearing a red shirt. It's not effective because next to me, my friend, we dressed her up like Divine, and she was the most, like, we did the crazy Divine makeup, and it was an incredible costume. But my costume only made sense when I was next to her. I'm just next to my friend Zoki there, and she's not Divine. So that costume doesn't really loses some context. But the one on the left, I went with my girlfriend Laura, and we were trophy wives. So we got, like, gold body paint. And we wore gold dresses and gold jewelry, and then we completely covered all of our skin in gold body paint, and then got gold hairspray and like sprayed our hair gold, and then went to this party, and like literally like you could see where we were because there was just gold like handprints everywhere, and then people would dance with us and they'd touch us and they'd get gold on their hands. And then I had like put it in my ears and stuff, and then for 3 weeks after I was like pulling gold, like I was like having to like use a washcloth to get all the gold out. I would say this was like off. This was like 2008, 2009. Trophy wife. Okay. Then we have, okay.
I've seen that picture.
That was my jelly bean costume. Very easy, actually, if you have kids. You just take a big clear plastic bag, you filled it with different color balloons, and then you just put a little tag on it, and jelly beans. And then the one on the right is me as Bob Dylan. So I had like, oh, you can't see it. I bought a harmonica stand, and I had a harmonica, and then I had the glasses, and it was kind of me during his like Dylan going electric. Again, this is a very, like, music nerds were like, great costume. Nobody else knew what my costume was. Okay. Are
you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, with Amy.
Okay, wait. Well, so this is a costume. This is a costume for Amy, that Amy and I did a couple years ago, where she was over, and it was like, oh God, we have to go to a party. Where did we go?
It was a drag ball.
Oh, we went to a drag ball.
And the theme was like Blade Runner.
Oh, it was Blade Runner, and so we were being replicants. That's it.
Yeah.
And so we kind of did like the replicant makeup with jumpsuits. Can you switch so we could see back to Amy?
Jolene. I'm begging for you, please don't take my man. Look at, I'm gonna get my nips wrangled.
It is funny if we're pointing in different directions.
They really are pointing in different
Where did the balloons come from?
Takes a lot of money to look at this cheap.
I remember my cousin went as Dolly Parton.
They were a secret.
Oh, that is fabulous.
Actually, I stole this idea from Megan Clinton, who went, Andrew Barr's wife, did Dolly one year with just full balloons.
It's
and I
really
was like,
funny. They're really like they're
weirdly good.
well, they're almost like too good. Like the little nipple is making me uncomfortable.
I wish. There we go. I don't want to stretch the shirt out too much.
We might need this. Yeah, don't stretch. It's really good. That's really good. I'm really impressed. Yeah, wait.
Pop them later.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, who's next? Wait, is Cassie's turn?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Oh, Muncie. I wasn't ready. I need preparation. So I don't know. Do we have anything else to say about this?
Oh, just that it was fun. The yeah, that was before we put out the Blanca flight suit, but I believe you're wearing a big button pressed.
I'm wearing like a
Jumpsuit.
ready to wear jumpsuit. Yeah,
And I
like
think
before we did.
Blanca came out after that because we were really into wearing those jumpsuits.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one, get ready. It's scary. Ooh, another costume with an ex-boyfriend. Of course, this would look familiar to anybody who's seen The Shining. So we're supposed to be the twins from The Shining. We got a really good reaction when we walked into the party dressed as this. I think especially Guillaume looks absolutely terrifying.
Well, just any man in a little girl costume is
Awful. But I did make these. I'm just remembering I made these. I think this was a
like a pattern.
yes, it was Colette. I think it was a Colette. So
No.
Colette before they were just seam work, when they had patterns, they had like a knit Moneta or something like that. And I think it was seam work, and then I made it for Kim and then it was just like blue jersey, but I put the lace on, and then I got the pink. It is a really
Those are really
scary-
good.
And I
It's
remember.
a funny idea.
Well,
I remember
there
the
was a-
story of this night.
should I tell this story?
Maybe not all of
Okay.
it. Let's just say there was maybe some light drinking involved. And I believe it turned into like another kind of horror movie the next day.
Basically, we got so intoxicated, the kind of intoxicated I can't get anymore because I literally would
You would
die.
die.
And Harry pooped, which he
Oh,
never
yes.
does. He pooped at some point in the house, and at some point I got up to go to the bathroom and we woke up in the morning and there was like poop on the bed because I had stepped in it and didn't know.
No, yeah.
That
Yeah.
might be too
I remember
high.
it. Like there, I just
not like a critical, but like we woke up and we were like, ugh,
I
ugh.
just felt like
And
dog
then we
shit.
were just so hungover and like, what did we do? And I think that was
And like
one
you
of
almost still got makeup on.
yeah, and we were both just destroyed. And I think that was like one of the last times where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
Like it's not
like,
fun.
this is work. I
Yeah.
just remember thinking like having, oh, okay, you've got an apocalyptic hangover. Your boyfriend is wearing lipstick and there's dog shit in the bed. And I was like, okay. So that was the night. You had a time and you don't want to do that again.
This is why you tune into the live events because you
Oh,
get the real
oh,
stories. Okay, so then there's
The next time your life goes sideways, you're not.
Oh, here, this is the classic. This is the Heather
Oh,
Alou
is one of those
classic.
wigs in here?
No.
Who's
So
that
this is my toddlers and tiaras costume. So I don't know if toddlers and I feel like toddlers and tiaras might not be on anymore. Maybe
No,
they
I
were
don't
like,
think
it's too problematic. We can't actually. We can't. So, but that was the thing. And so this was again early. I had just started sewing, and I made this costume. I think it was like a
It's like
Berta.
Honey Boo Boo, right?
Honey Boo Boo, yeah.
Yeah.
I made. I think it was like a Berta pattern that I used as the bodice, and then I glued all the rhinestones on it, and I made that skirt, and I got like this wire. I lined the tulle skirt with wire so that it had the tutu thing.
It's
And
really,
then I had-
it's well done.
I had the like it was so much work, and I think this exists somewhere. It might be in my house somewhere.
And how did you achieve that ridiculous spray tan?
Oh, I spray tanned myself. I think I went to get a spray tan.
Speaking of which. Here comes our little toddler and Tiara. She's a fairy princess.
The woman who has been a cat for like 6 Halloween.
It's
giving mental illness.
It's the color. I don't think that blonde is your color.
I wasn't blonde for a while.
I don't know if she is just you're just like
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She is getting her groceries
beauty,
and
she's
she
great.
is taking so much cat litter home.
I was going for cute.
Oh, wow. It's something. It reminds me of like all of those like the you know when you read about like Sid Barrett's girlfriend or whatever, like the GTOs, like all the groupies from like Led Zeppelin. I feel like this is what they were wearing.
What are the groupies called in Almost Famous?
Oh,
I
it's
forgot.
all happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's Penny in the Wind.
Penny and the yeah. It's cute.
Well, here we go.
Fabulous.
Love it.
Smile
Wow.
60 being a cat.
Well, we're ready, guys. I think we're ready.
Okay. Wait, is Muncie gonna try to do one?
No, I
No.
think she said she didn't want to.
She's also like attached to the computer, and
Yeah.
if Muncie leaves
She's
that, we don't
running-
know what's gonna happen.
Oh, the ship goes way off the rails once you leave the control.
I just get really uncomfortable and start telling all of the things that have happened when I'm figuring. Okay, so let's see the next slide.
There's more.
Yeah. Oh no,
Oh
sorry.
yeah. Okay, so this was a couple. I think we're done. Yes. It had those. That was the end of it.
There's one, the one that you didn't see. I did a year where I was caught Karl Lagerfeld.
Oh yes.
I couldn't find that photo. I don't.
It was
I don't
a
think I
good
missed
one.
anything.
It was a really good one. I think you won the costume contest with that one.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
It's a good white wig. These were just a couple that I wanted to show because these are some customer makes that from years past. In the blonde wig is Mia. I can't remember her last name, but those are the
So North.
is her Instagram handle. Yeah. And she made those Jenny overalls, and that was like it was a couple's costume with her partner, and that they were like Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman from a short-lived TV show called Making It. But
It was like a craft show that they both hosted. And FYI, Nick Offerman is
very cute. And
so-
Megan Mullally.
I think he's really especially handsome because he loves his wife so much.
And she was like my top 10 dinner guest fantasy
Oh,
dinner guest.
interesting.
Like they're my fantasy dinner guest couple. Well, Christopher Guest and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh,
And Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if they were all in the same room, I think it might explode and I would just die of happiness. And then I don't like that is our Kelly Anorak. Someone made it, presumably not just for a costume, because that's a lot of work and it's
Yeah.
a very functional Kelly Anorak. And I believe that's the movie It, which because I don't watch
Yeah.
scary movies, I can't confirm for sure, but I believe that's what's happening there. And then there's another, this is like a Nettie bodysuit that someone turned into this adorable deer costume. I love that. Nettie is actually a great little, if you need like a bodysuit for a costume. Not that I'm up here trying to sell patterns legitimately. Sorry guys. Never stop marketing. But it is a great little great little base pattern.
I just wanna pop it.
I know.
It's really.
Judith said this was breast appropriation. I said it's the closest I'm ever gonna get.
So, what are your plans for Halloween this year?
Well, they are kid-focused plans because I made Charlie a self-drafted a denim trench coat for him last year, and it was so much work. I said, "You're wearing that 2 years in a row," so he's going to be Joe Totoro, which I believe is an anime character, for the second year in a row, and Roscoe is going to be another character, and he wants green hair. So that's what we're going to focus on. And then we'll probably go get a bunch of candy. You know, we pretend we're getting the candy for the kids, but then.
Is Halloween a thing in your neighborhood?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was weird because COVID kind of like, I feel like messed up. Like, we moved to that neighborhood during COVID. And so I don't think I've seen it in its full force. But last year, some of the people started getting their displays going and.
Oh,
Yeah.
People in my neighborhood take it insanely seriously. There's
Yeah.
like there's this effect where, like, if you put in a garden in your neighborhood, you'll notice like a year later, your neighbor's like all of a sudden putting a garden in,
Yeah.
and then it starts this thing where everybody. And I feel like there's like a virus with Halloween where if you have one person on the block who takes Halloween
Yeah.
really seriously, then like the competitive people on the block are like,
Yeah.
oh, like it's not going to show me up, like. And
Yeah.
then so I was walking Harry, and they're already up. Like
Yeah.
that, I don't know I don't even know what day of the month it is. We're a couple weeks away, but they were like fully.
Generally, Montreal shows up pretty hard for Halloween. I
Yeah.
think it's part of our circus culture nature. There's something that people just like to dress up. Cassie was saying there were some weirdos on the metro already. You know, it begins in earnest. We're university.
I used
city.
to be one of those weirdos, but you know, I like to go to bed in a clean bed.
Can't imagine why.
No poop in this bed. I can't believe I told that story. There's another part of it that's like worse, but
Ain't nobody need to hear about that.
no, that goes in the
We
bowl.
want you to come back next time, y'all. So I hope we've given you a few ideas
Or just
And-
made you laugh.
and maybe just laugh. But yeah, we hope you have a fabulous time. And if you do feel inspired from this, will you please put a picture of it in the crew forum and share your costume
Yes, I
ideas?
love
We
seeing people.
love
I
costumes.
love seeing people's Halloween costumes. So if in the forum you wanted to share that, would be awesome.
Sincerely or otherwise, we love. So feel free to share with us anything you've got, or your cute dogs or grandchildren or anybody dressed up. We
Yes.
like those too.
That's great.
Okay,
See you guys.
we'll see you next time. Bye.